One Sussex County community is planning for their future with sea level rise in mind. Now we're talking about SEAFORD, which will present a vulnerability study tonight for their wastewater treatment plant. Sussex County Bureau Chief Evan Kozlov joins us outside of the plant tonight. And Evan, no doubt the body of water behind you is the reason for this study.
Right, we're talking about the Nanticoke River, which runs right through downtown SEAFORD, and no doubt it does a lot of good for the city, but it also causes some flooding. And with sea level rise, it's expected to get worse. In fact, DENRIC predicts about 1/4 of an inch per year in an increase. That means after 50 years, we're looking at about a ruler increase, and so the city wants to be ready. Tuesday morning, these geese were hanging out by the wastewater treatment plant. Who could blame them? The Nanticoke River, which cuts right through the city, acts as the perfect resting spot for these birds. But this water can also be problematic for the buildings it passes by. That's because flooding can be an issue. Assistant City Manager Charles Anderson says a new study shows the plant is vulnerable.
Here in SEAFORD, we're on a tributary of the Nanticoke that runs to the Chesapeake Bay, and we have to be as concerned with sea level rise as those beach communities that you talked about.
The study cost about $12,000 and was split by local and state funding, and the results show that areas like Nanticoke Avenue, the Grit Chamber Bypass Fault, even the primary pumping station could be at risk if nothing is done. Anderson says it's better to act now than later.
It's much easier, much cheaper to fix a problem before it occurs than afterwards. So this is that pound of prevention, if you will.
Back along the Nanticoke, WBOC caught up with John Starse, who was doing some fishing. He says he has doubts about the urgency of this project since he's only seen limited flooding, but says being proactive is a good idea.
If it's going to come up that high, they got to build it up. If they have to do it, they'll have to do it.
So the water flows on as the city tries to prepare for a possible rise. Worth mentioning, none of the changes to this facility would be done immediately. Rather, it's meant to be instituted for their upgrade in 2023. Reporting here on the Nanticoke River, the Evan Kozlov, WBOC News in SEAFORD.
All right, Evan, thank you very much. Now, if you'd like to take a look at that vulnerability study showing how the city of SEAFORD will be impacted by sea level rise, we've got it up on our website. You just go to WBOC.com, click on the Web Extra tab.